We back. Let's go and get straight on in there. Chew. Thank you. If God be for us, who can be against us? Lets me know right there we're not supposed to be fighting or wrestling with each other, flesh and blood, but against principalities, like demonic entities and spiritual influences of wickedness in high places, rulers of the darkness of this world over nations, government systems, structures, or institutions that operate in opposition to God's will in or exert overwhelming power over human lives, causing misdirected anger or bitterness towards each other. Because we got a love thing going on. Instead, this should lead and encourage us into prayer and reliance on God and this armor He's equipped us with that gears us with spiritual tools of truth that can stand firm against these principalities. Because honestly, the battle has already been won, and these rulers have already been disarmed. But they come back to test our faith, patience, our righteousness, to try to trick us out of our spot and try to see how many people gonna turn over their God given power, not so much as to use it, but to try to reduce the potency of it. They slick with it now. But we got a love thing going on. Truth be told, they don't even have the ability or desire to utilize it because they know if they touch it, they will have to succumb to it. And if they do that, it will overtake them and their darkness will be like instant combustion, like poof, be gone. No, they rather lurk around the hearts and minds of people to steal, kill, and destroy the belief in what God has told us, not verbally speaking, but intertwined and interwoven as a declaration to and in our spirit that was placed there way before we were yet formed in our mother's womb. This is why God's love is so very important and potent because it deals directly towards the heart and mind and spirit of his people, right where the enemy tries to come to steal, kill, and destroy the emotional, intellectual, spiritual identity that formulates our relationship with him. Now let's talk about this potency because this global sickness, whether in you, through you, or around you, that has taken place, was meant to be a spiritual impostor, imposing that the true Spirit of God has been watered down as if He is not as potent as we know Him to be. Now, you think about it. If you got an ache in your body, or some type of medication that you're supposed to be on, you want it to be potent. Don't nobody want no watered down tea. Don't nobody want no watered down no kind of drink. Don't nobody want no impotent smuggler when it's time to be standing strong. So why in the world would anybody want God's love to be impotent or not as potent as we know it should be? Ain't nobody mad but these principalities. Because we got a love thing going on. And these principalities know that the only way that this sickness can be cured or healed is through the potency of God's Spirit. It's going to take the Spirit to heal the Spirit in which we all have, in which He breathed in us and said, and it is good. Although somewhere down the line wickedness crept in as seeds of enviousness, covetousness, covet covet, covet, covetousness, covetousness. Speaking French on now, ain't we? Discord, jealousy, anger, backbiting, bitterness. Whose fault is it? Who cares when we know his power of love far exceeds the disguised seed of the truth and life? He wants us all to have light and dark because without one, we cannot recognize the other. Not to become a part of the principality, but to find the balance and regain the harmony that was meant to have, to strengthen the other to coexist and co-create. I ain't never seen the sun and the moon that they're fighting. When the daytime comes, the sun knows its place and position. When the nighttime comes, the moon knows its place and position, vice versa. When the daytime comes, the moon knows its position. When the nighttime comes, the sun knows its position. They're not up there wrestling against each other. So why should we know your place, know your position? He wants us all to have it. And we've been sleeping buried long enough. It's time to sprout up and shoot for the radiance of the light that aligns to the heavenly flow to be created on earth and be separated from what is meant to be pulled up and away as thorns among weeds, because he is so ready, so eager, and want to do the dirty work. He, as in God, and prune away what is meant to be rid of, and what he sees as bad seed. He will cause it to fall to the wayside, shrivel up, and die just as he did the fig tree. No bad seed is going to produce in good soil, is what he's showing us. So the good can germinate and pollinate the potency of his everlasting love through his divinely orchestrated love and power, because we have a love thing going on. So come alive, heart of stone, and be made flesh for his spirit's pathway to a harmonious flow, and don't worry about the rest. So may our soil, our hearts of flesh be conducive with the cultivating power of God's spirit of love, to not only love him, but to love ourselves and to love others. And remember, these principalities have no power. Their job, or its job, is to pose as decoys to try and dilute God's potency, because those entities know that we got a love thing going on. And a heart is a house for love. It is patient, kind, does not envy, does not boast, not proud, not rude, not self-seeking, not easily angered, keeps no account of wrongs. We ain't supposed to. I think there's more on God's side right there, because he throw it in the sea of forgiveness. And we do got keen memory on being done wrong. So that's just going to take a little practice. We just got to feel that out. We're going to keep it going, though. Takes no pleasure in evil, rejoice in the truth, bears, believes, hopes, endures all things. Now, faith and hope are needed, but the greatest known to heal the heart is love. And it don't take much to build it up on this foundation. So let there be light, flip them switches on, and wake up. Because we got a love thing going on. And she potent. Say, got everything to do with it, baby.